when did your spiritual journey start? Perhaps
My
out of living
spiritual
thing.
journey.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And was that the tipping point where sort of got you to start on that journey?
From a very young age, I would say age 5 or 6, I was always curious about who God was.
Right. Did you grow up in a certain religion?
I grew up in Episcopalian Anglican, which is high church.
Okay.
So that is the Church of England.
Right.
And where there's a lot of theatre,
Yeah.
if you would say, in the service and things like that.
Okay.
So that's what I grew up in. It's very traditional. But the quest of finding out more about myself happened around when I was 14 or 15 in school. And that's when I started exploring. And it was exploring everything and anything that was a belief system. What drove me was the no that I would encounter. You know, it's sort of when you are not allowed to question the authority of God.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Then how will you know how profound God is?
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm
That's
saying?
interesting. Yeah.
And if God is all powerful, he cannot be fearful of being questioned. But in fact, what I learned from that is that people who uphold these values are fearful because they haven't gone deep in looking at themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that is part of our journey. Yeah. So whenever I wanted to question the nature of God, the authority of God, the will of God, I was either told it was blasphemous or sacrilegious.
Yes.
So you're shut down. And that drove me to explore quite a lot of belief systems and alternative belief systems, to the point where I went through, I became a born-again Christian,
Okay.
an evangelical, Pentecostal, Pentecostal to apostolic. So very extreme Christianity.
Right.
So it's the fire and brimstone things.
Right.
And then
That's what you practice today.
No, that's not what I practice. That's what I went through.
All right. Yeah.
Then I explored Buddhism, Judaism, Islam. Satanic art, I explored that as well. All that I explored, and I could never find the answer. And that's when I started working. And then I dived into the world and enjoyed the world. And after enjoying the world, after a while, you know, you always fall back to what you grew up in.
Yes.
So I fell back into Episcopalian Anglicanism as a way of process.
Yes.
Something to do, but you weren't in it.
Yeah.
And then finally I ended up in the art of living, and that has supported me to where I am now.
Wow. And do you practice anything today?
You know, I am comfortable in whatever worship is happening.
Okay.
So I'm equally comfortable in a mosque as I am in a synagogue, as I am in a temple, as I am in a monastery.
Just having faith?
I think we all have faith, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get up in the morning.
Yes, it just depends on what the faith is in.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't say, because faith is too limiting in. It's not limiting. It railroads you into a specific practice whenever you say faith.
Yes.
Right? That's the unfortunate
It's not
thing.
boundless.
Yeah, it's not boundless. But I have faith in the greater divinity that encapsulates all belief systems.
Yes, yeah.
You know.
That's interesting.
And that is the path I'm on now. Although I still go to different forms of worship, just to connect with the different manifestation of the one thing.